Hey guys, Chriselle here, and I guess this is a really impromptu, like what have I been doing life update sort of a video. Totally unplanned. I'm just gonna sit down and talk and try to, I guess, like deal with some of the stuff that I've been going through. So firstly, you might have noticed if you've been following me that my videos have kind of tapered off a little bit. I've mostly just been doing my empties and my book reviews, and it's not just that this channel is mostly just turning into book reviews, but it's been a lot of just I've had no energy to do much of anything else beyond the book reviews because those are easy. It's a thing that I'm so used to, and I can quickly just talk about the stuff I've read and feel accomplished, which is a lot of what I've been struggling with lately, that feeling of like not accomplishing as much as I would like to accomplish, and struggling with finding the energy to do everything I want to do and feeling like I'm not getting there or have been less than or not achieving as much as I should be, or I have all these goals and I'm falling short. And it's that whole wide mess of what happens when you are, I guess, are kind of a high achiever. I don't ever really think of myself as a particularly high achiever, but I suppose I do have that internal type A-ness to me that I kind of rebel against for the most part, but it's there. And just what happens when you're not quite meeting your own personal desires, goals, life plans, or whatever. And it's kind of been a struggle lately. I feel like summer is the worst time for me. I'm not 100% sure if it's something tied to my hormones or seasonal depression or something, but I feel like summertime is the worst time of year for me as far as getting motivated and getting stuff done. And there's kind of a lull, at least in my work environment, because summertime is when I work at a university, so summertime is when we have fewer classes, there's less going on, and fewer demands on my time, but at the same time, I'm trying to make up that lack of studentness with just like all the projects I've put off during the year because I'm working with students all year round. So there's a little bit of that, and I think that kind of trickles into my daily life, where summertime is kind of a weird period for me. It's really hot where I live. It kind of affects a lot of my migraines and a lot of my physical issues, and I end up just kind of losing interest in everything. And I think this year in particular has been kind of a struggle because of that. I feel like I haven't really started tracking my migraines until this year, but I feel like this has been the worst year, like maybe because of all the storms. We've had a lot of unpredictable weather, you know, climate change is a thing, so we've had a lot of that going on. There's been hurricanes, and just the barometric pressure situation has been a hot mess of a thing, and my brain has felt it because that barometric pressure is one of my triggers. So there you go. So that's kind of gotten me, I think, really down on myself. It's really affected my ability to write and to keep up with personal projects, and the lighting is changing because we are, I think, preparing for a storm today actually, so apologies for the variations in lighting in this video. But I think that's just been kind of the struggle for me lately, has been on top of the fact that my migraines have been triggered very frequently this summer. I've lost a lot of time. I've lost a lot of, you know, writing hours and days, and my rewrite is coming along, but it's not coming along as quickly as I would like it to. And I kind of have to give myself that grace and accept that part of it is just because I haven't been able to physically, but also, you know, life and work and all the other things have come into play. And I'm having to step back from some projects. So the channel and, you know, my plans for being better at doing this and improving my quality, and that whole like personal life skill achievement that I'm engaging in as I do these videos has kind of suffered for it too. And I don't know what's going to happen. I think, you know, I'm going to try to hopefully get back into the swing of things. I'm hoping that things kind of even out. I'm hoping to be able to get back to a more regular writing routine and feel like I am making those small steps towards the ultimate goal, as opposed to like, rather than a constant trickle, it's been kind of dribs and drabs here and there. Like, I've kind of become a weekend writer primarily because my energy levels have been so low during the week that I can't do all the things, and that's just kind of what's happened. I'm hoping to be able to get back into the slow but steady, as opposed to like a gush here and there. It's my metaphor for writing, I suppose. So that's just kind of what's been happening. And I have all these ideas And I have all these notes that I take every time I have an idea for, you know, a conversation about, like, for instance, I've been thinking a lot about ethics and minimalism and climate change and my impact on the environment and the choices I make when it comes to clothes and food and all these things. And I have all these thoughts swirling, and I have all these notes that I've been taking down because I have ideas for conversations I want to put on this channel. And it's just not happening anytime soon. So I'm going to keep those on the back burner. They're going to come eventually, and it just is what it is. So that's kind of what's been happening. I've not disappeared entirely, but I've been struggling to find the time, the energy, and the motivation to get in front of the camera and talk about things beyond books, because, like, books are a thing that I engage with every day, so I can talk about those at any time, drop of a hat. Just ask me about books and I can talk about them. But that's just how it's going. So not much insight, I suppose, but just wanted to sit down and catch up and tell you guys what's been going on. I've made some progress. It's been a complex summer. I hope to continue making progress. And I also have to kind of, like, give myself some recognition for the fact that I have achieved what I've achieved so far. I have completed about half of the rewrite at this point. Again, not as quickly as I had anticipated. I had kind of hoped to be further along now, but I've done it, and I haven't just stopped entirely, which is good, because that has happened before. There have been times when things have just fallen apart and I have had to completely stop. So I haven't gone that far away from my goals, but right now they're kind of just like in flux, and we'll see where they go. So that's all I've got. Just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. My hair is now long enough to put into buns, so that feels like an achievement, a very mild achievement, but, you know, 2 years in, my hair is now long enough to do very tiny buns on the top of my head. So that's what I've got today for you guys. I'll see you guys later. Sorry about the rambles, but just wanted to sit down and chit chat with myself and you all. Bye.